How's it going?
Going very well. Going very well.
All right. So, thanks for the invite. You invited us to come here. First of all, how does it feel? I see a lot of people in the room. People are taking notes. It's quite full. Did you meet your expectation, exceed your expectation, or below your expectation?
To be honest, I think exceeds my expectation.
Really?
Yeah. Last year was our first one, and we had 150 people in attendance. I look at the room today and I'm blown by, again, the quality of the conversations. It's been amazing. Amazing.
Wow. Interesting. And like, what is the, you say demographic? Are they like very, very senior people, new, junior folks, interested about Scrum? Like, what's the composition of the room?
Good question again. And I think thinking about it, it's a mix. I would say we've had 25% senior people. A lot of the guys in this room have met few online, and there are people, senior managers in this room, and people that are, it's a spectrum. We have some students here as well.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so I think it's been a wide, but I think we had people that can take these conversations back to the organizations and do something about it. They were in this room today.
That's interesting, because my next question, or my next area of curiosity would be, okay, we have these nice presentations. I see people taking notes. I actually have a peeve for folks that take notes excessively, because I'm like, there's no way I listen to what the person is saying and digesting it. You're just trying to cram down stuff. What happens to the note after the conference? So to extend to that, I wanted to know, like, what do you think in terms of what's learned here, what's discussed here? How's it transformed or transferred into their organizations? Are there even next steps or next action items that you guys have created that people can easily take and plug and play? Is there a repository of documents or things that are shared here that people can easily access and take to their organizations and, follow up? And where do you guys come in with the follow-up as well?
Okay, good. So I think the good thing is that we are recording everything today. And when we come to an event like this, they hear so much stuff, and it's an overload of information.
Yeah.
But I'm a realist. What I'm asking for is just 1% of improvement.
Okay.
If people can go back to their organization with one thing they would do differently, I'm happy. My belief is 1% year in, year out compounds. So 1% this year improves your ways of working a little bit. Come back next year, something else. And that for me will be good enough.
Amazing. So just to add, also ask additionally to that is, company comes here, maybe they're fairly new, especially startups, they just build as they go. Nobody has really put a framework. How can this conference, Scrum Day, be a launch pad to for people to actually embed the Scrum framework into their day-to-day operations or activities as they build products, as they sell products?
Yeah. So there's been a lot of conversations. I've had at least 2 people say, you know what, we need to talk after this conference. We really need some framework. And this is where I see it, right? When you go to the gym, you can go in there and do whatever. By hit or miss, slimmer or leaner. What the Scrum framework does for you and for organizations is build a habit, working in a way that is sustainable. And that's what it does for people. So there are a lot of conversations. There are leaders in this room that we will be approaching after this event to see how we can help them take things forward. There is work. Honestly, I've had 2-3 people today that say, you know what, we should speak this week, because there is something we can do together. And that's what we're trying to do.
Interesting. My last thought, I like to call it curiosity points, is for someone like me, I run a business community. A lot of entrepreneurs are in there. One, I would like to know how we can embed what you do to expose it to a lot of the businesses there. There are folks that have dev shops. I'm sure they are more familiar with Scrum and Agile. But for the business owner, fintech, agri-tech, how these guys are building products, shipping products, how can we embed that? That's one. Number two, our second business is PBN Solutions. We resell software. So one, we have access to companies' IT department, so we have their attention. They're not trying to build, but they're trying to integrate software. So Odoo, Freshworks, Microsoft Dynamics, all of that. For a player like that, a software reseller or solutions provider, how can we plug into Scrum? Say, okay, this is something else we can offer you.
Yeah. Okay. So there are three elements of Scrum that I think everyone should plug it into. The first one is around goal setting. What's your intermediate goal that you want to deliver? We call it product goal in Scrum. It could be 3 months goal. So one thing Scrum talks about is challenges how we manage work. We don't want to micromanage. We want to work with people to set medium-term goal. Say 3 months goal. Then we set what we call a tactical goal, which is every week, every 2 weeks. What can we focus on to deliver towards that intermediate goal? That's very important. The third one is, what does it mean to be done? In Scrum, we talk about the definition of done, defining what done means for us. Getting together with your team to say, when we've done this work, end of this week, what's the quality criteria? What does done mean? We talked about this. Checking your logo colors, checking grammatical errors. That could be the quality checks you want to put into your work. If you can get those three things embedded in your organization, that would be 1% step towards adopting Scrum. It applies to everything, not just software. So 3 things: your product goal, which is 3 monthly goal, where you want to be; your tactical goal, weekly goals, bi-weekly goals, towards that quarterly goal, and then defining what does done means for your business is very important. Whatever you do, for this conference, we applied Scrum. We had daily Scrum. We had goals every week. We had goals every month. And what that does, as a business owner, you don't have to worry about micromanaging. Once the goals are being met, then you know you are taking intermediate steps towards your ultimate goal. And that's Scrum, really.